As we said, these challenges are not unique to Saudi Arabia. Oil economies across West Asia have been hit by the Wuhan virus. The shift away from oil was already underway. The pandemic accelerated it. We're looking at a future without oil. What will be the fate of these countries then in such a future? Our next report has some answers.
$2 trillion. That is what the Arab monarchies could lose in the next 15 years. Once the oil demand peaks. This dire prediction from the International Monetary Fund came in February. But as the Wuhan virus spread to more than 100 countries in the following months, the pandemic wiped out oil demand like never before. In May, lockdowns and travel restrictions had wiped out almost a third of the global oil demand. Gulf Cooperation Council, or GCC countries, are set to lose $270 billion in revenue this year. Oil was the ultimate cash cow for the Gulf. But the pandemic has precipitated the end of the oil age. Even the richest kingdoms are struggling to balance their books, thanks to the fluctuations in oil prices. Saudi Arabia is the largest producer of oil. Going by one estimate, 70% of its budget comes from oil revenues. To meet its expenses, Saudi Arabia needs an oil price of $80 a barrel. As of today, oil is selling at less than $50 per barrel. Smaller oil producers are hurting more. In May, Algeria announced that it would cut its spending to half. Iraq, another leading oil producer, is staring at an economic collapse. For most of 2020, Iraq has been unable to pay salaries to government employees. Oman has the widest budget deficit among Gulf Arab economies. The country has been rated junk by 3 major credit rating companies. Its deficit stands at almost minus 17% of its GDP. It's the overdependence on oil that triggered this crisis of cash for the Gulf economies. And the crisis is here to stay. Oil prices are expected to remain low in the future due to oversupply and the improving availability of clean energy resources. If the Gulf economies don't wean away from oil, their coffers could run dry. The IMF predicts oil demand to peak around 2040. To account for this, oil economies must start substantial reforms now, else their financial wealth will deplete by 2034. West Asia runs the risk of running out of money well before it runs out of oil. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
Thank you for watching Gravitas on WION's YouTube channel. If you want to stay up to date with what's happening around the world, then subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like and share. Thank you very much for watching WION, World is One.